Despite being the largest coalition in the north, consisting of 4 strong males, and the presence of a large unclaimed pride in the form of the Nkuhumas, the Kambulas made a surprising move. Instead of staying in the north, they unexpectedly left and traveled all the way to the south. This new area lies within the domain of the Gijima brothers, a coalition that has in the past given the younger Kambulas a beating. Recently, a carcass of an elephant that died naturally has become the hotspot for the Kambulas, who have been active around it for the past few days. It's also worth mentioning that the southern Sabi Sand is the only area in the entire Sabi Sand where a coalition of lions outnumbers the Kambulas. How things will play out from here is uncertain. The presence of the Kambulas in the Gijima brothers' territory raises questions. How will the Gijima brothers react? Will there be conflict, or will the Kambulas manage to settle in without issue? Right now, the best option for the Kambulas is certainly the Nkuhuma pride that's in need of a dominant coalition. The Plains Camp males continue to have total control over the western Sabi Sand, and this dominance shows no signs of stopping. Later this year, these males will reach their 3rd year as the dominant coalition, and during their reign, they've sired cubs with a number of lionesses, including Nkuhuma Breakaway, Shimongwe, Mangeni, and the Ottawa Pride. The Salala lioness also had cubs sired by the brothers, but unfortunately she lost them. But she's now mating again, which could lead to new cubs in the near future. Recently, the young Manwana males, who had been in the western sector for the past few weeks, left the reserve. These young males were following lionesses from the Mangeni pride, and they could have been a danger to the cubs. 3 of the young males have moved to Manyaleti, while the 4th was seen with the Black Dam male. This move can be considered a good one, as the Plains Camp males are known to be extremely aggressive and territorial. After the departure of the Manwana males, the Tumbela male has stepped in and taken their place. He's now following the Mangeni pride. Sadly, this time around, his condition is much worse, and it seems that if he doesn't receive help from the pride soon, it could be very bad for him. It's heartbreaking to witness how one of the most impressive males in the entire Sabi Sand has become nothing but skin and bones. The transformation is shocking. Let's all hope that things improve for this iconic lion and that he receives the support he needs to recover. It would be truly devastating if his story ended this way. The Inzenga brothers, the dominant coalition in the central Sabi Sand, continue to rule the region in an impressive way. They first began to take charge as dominant males in the southern part of Sabi Sand around April 2020. After that, they moved into the central Sabi Sand area, leaving the south behind. Since making the move, the coalition is down from 4 members to just 2. But that hasn't stopped them from maintaining a strong hold over the area. Despite the fact that they now have a large coalition of 5 Enkulu males to the southeast and 4 Kambulas to the south, the Ndhzenga brothers remain as powerful as ever. They show no signs of weakening or losing control. It's incredible to see how they continue to keep their position despite the growing challenges from other lions. Let's hope that the younger lions from both the Nsevu pride and the Kambula pride continue to thrive and grow strong under the protection of their powerful fathers. The Gijima males, the kings of the south, are still holding their ground strong. In just a couple of weeks, the pair will mark their 3rd year of dominance in the region. Over the course of their 3-year reign, they faced many challenges. For much of that time, the neighboring coalition of young Enkulu males has been a major issue for them. The 2 coalitions have clashed many times, and each time the Gijimas have managed to drive the youngsters away, despite being greatly outnumbered. However, as mentioned earlier, a new challenge has arrived. The four Kambulas have now moved into the southern section, an area that's always been strongly associated with the name Gijima. Even though the Gijimas have been able to overpower the Kambula males in the past, the situation might be different now. The Kambulas have grown much larger and more confident than they were before. This change in their size and boldness could pose a new and serious challenge for the Gijimas. It'll be interesting to see how things unfold as these powerful coalitions continue to remain in close proximity. The presence of the Gijima males is absolutely crucial for the Styx, Southern, and Msuthu prides, all of which are in the process of rebuilding. The stability provided by the dominant pair has been essential for these prides during this time. Without them holding strong, these prides would face much greater challenges. Let's hope everything continues to go well for them and that the Gijimas can maintain their dominance, ensuring the safety and stability of the prides they protect. The Nkhulu males, who spent much of the past year in conflict with the neighboring Gijima males, seem to have settled peacefully at the moment. Only a small portion of their territory is located in Sabi Sand, and they spend most of their time in Kruger, where they're mostly on territorial patrols or with the Sand River Pride. Currently, they're the largest coalition in the entire reserve, consisting of 5 males. Although they appear to be content at the moment, it's common for large coalitions like the Nkulus to eventually expand. As time passes, they're likely to push into neighboring territories. The presence of the Kambulu males will be an interesting factor in how the Nkulus and Gijimas adjust to the changing dynamics of the region. Only time will tell how they all interact. The duo of legends, the Southern Avoca and the Kruger male, have been traveling across Sabi Sand in recent weeks. Even though their age is becoming more apparent, with wear and tear showing on these veterans, they refuse to back down. Recently, the Kruger male was seen with the lioness of the Nkuhuma pride, although they were not very pleased to see him. It's unclear where his partner, the Avoca male, is at the moment, but let's hope he's still around and continues to provide support to his companion. The Nkuhuma and Talamati duo, with their prime years and peak physical condition, continue to live a nomadic life, moving in a quiet circle across the reserve. They keep a low profile, hunting, scavenging, and traveling discreetly. They often pop up in different areas of the reserve, waiting for the right moment to settle down. Despite their impressive physical prowess, they haven't yet managed to take over a specific territory. It's clear that they're biding their time. Let's hope they eventually find a place where they can settle as a dominant coalition and establish themselves in the region.